So, what was that? Your uncle?
Michael and
Uncle
my
Michael.
Uncle John were badly wounded.
In the war?
Yeah, they were shot in the head. They weren't killed, they were shot. Their skulls were shattered. They had to have a plate, a silver plate put in their head to keep the bones together, to keep the skull together. And my Uncle Michael was shot in his hand, a bullet through the palm of his hand. He had a hole in his hand. He made himself use it, the fingers, but he suffered a lot. And my Uncle John was shot in the side of the head. He could hardly see, but he went out and fought. The wounded had to fight. They couldn't lie down in bed. They had to get on into the trenches and fight. Very brave people in the war years. Well, we wanted our country. We weren't going to give it to Germany. Germany wanted England. He wanted to destroy it and rule it, and we would not give in. Churchill said, "We'll fight you on the sea and we'll fight you in the fields. We will not surrender." He was a great man. Don't get men like him now. He stood up to Hitler. "You will not rule our country. Britain is free. England is a free country and it will stay that way. You will not take over our lands." He beat them out. He beat them out of the country. Fought them on the sea in little pedal boats and little anything that could float he took to the sea to fight their big destroying ships. And they did. The Bismarck, the biggest warship in the world. It sunk all the ships, but Britain sunk it, no America. America came into the war and they had powerful weapons and they sunk the Bismarck. But it was destroying all the ships, all the shipping lanes. Not even civilians, they didn't save them, they shot them. They sunk the civilian boats, they shouldn't have, it wasn't war. They weren't supposed to attack civilians, but they did. Germany was bastards. They had no mercy on anything. Women and children went down in the boats because Germany was bombing them. Got the warships out to sink the boats with the civilians on. That wasn't war, that was murder. War is fighting soldiers to soldier, not women and children. They were going to the country for safety, but the Germans wouldn't let them get away. They kept sinking the boats.
I've never known you to swear, Nan.
Mm.
You hardly swear.
Mm. Yes, because I was a child and I remember how bad it was. We had nothing. Dry bread, a piece of dry bread a day, one a day. Mama would make a stew out of old bones. I remember going out with my uncle to the rich houses, the posh houses. And we go around the bins and fetch out bits of food that threw out off the plate, the dinner plates, and bones, anything, peelings of potatoes. And we'd take them home and Mama would boil the water over them to sterilise them so we didn't get poisoned and make us some kind of a stew with the peelings of potatoes and the bones, the old bones. They were chewed to death, sucked to death. The poor old dogs didn't get much. They got the bones and there was nothing on them. But it kept them chewing, kept them alive.